Hello, Virgo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Okay, and welcome to your reading. So, Virgo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Virgo, let's get started. We're going to focus on you first and we'll jump over to your human. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. So far, we do have the Two of Pentacles, could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you might have Capricorn within your chart, but how does Virgo currently view this relationship? All right, Virgo. So we do have the Two of Pentacles, we do have the Tower, and then we also have the Five of Wands. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Cups. We got the Devil, and then we also have the Ace of Swords. All right, Virgo, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, you've been dealing with somebody who has already given you 99 reasons to get up and basically walk away from them. But because you're very, very attached to them and what it is that you want with them, it causes you to keep trying to like fight, right? To keep this relationship in your life. It causes you to, keep fighting to influence this person to basically change their ways, things of that nature. I think that Virgo, that Virgo, I think that that it is an option for you to just get up and walk away and allow this relationship between the two of you to just simply fall apart. But it kind of looks like you're choosing not to do that. It kind of looks like you're choosing to continue to fight to keep this person, this relationship in your life. I feel like at times you tend to question yourself as to why you even continue to fight to keep this person in your life, especially because this person does bring far more bad into your life than good into your life. It kind of looks like, unfortunately, Virgo, the bad really does outweigh the good in this dynamic here between the two of you. But even though you may not fully understand why you continue to fight to keep this person in your life, given the fact that they bring far more bad into your life than good, I think it has a lot to do with this attachment that you have. Not necessarily towards them, but it's towards what it is that you want with them. Because I'm not getting that you have a very strong and intense, emotional attachment to the person that you're connecting with. I think that you have a very strong and intense attachment towards what it is that you want out of, them in your relationship with them. Oddly enough, because normally, we tend to see people do this when they're emotionally attached to the actual person that they're dealing with. But with you, Virgo, it's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite. You're not actually attached to this person like you may think you are. You're not attached to the actual person. You're attached to what you want with them. You're attached to what you want with them. It's basically what I'm getting. You're not attached to the actual person. You're attached to what it is that you actually want with them. I think this is like a first time I've ever gotten something like this in a reading before, but okay. Let's keep going. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, Virgo, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Hierophant. I don't feel like you're actually connecting with a King of Pentacles. I don't feel like you're actually connecting with the King of Pentacles because a King of Pentacles wouldn't necessarily make you feel this way, the way that you basically feel within your relationship with this person, because a lot of you feel like this is somebody who doesn't really value or appreciate you or even deserve you. And you have every right to feel that way, considering the fact that this person brings far more bad into your life than good. So you have every right to feel the way that you feel. But I don't necessarily feel like you're connecting with the King of Pentacles like energy. Believe it or not, Virgo, the way that you are with this person makes this person feel really, really good about themselves. It makes them feel confident within themselves. It makes them feel desired. It makes them feel wanted. It makes this person feel basically worthy. You and the way that you are with them makes them feel this way. You and the way that you are with them really does stroke this person's ego. It's basically what I'm getting. But I don't necessarily feel like you're actually dealing with a King of Pentacles like energy. But the way that you are with this person also makes this person feel like you're somebody who's very committed and very, devoted to them, what you guys share with one another. So this person knows, that you're very committed and devoted to them. This person knows that you're somebody who's very trustworthy. They know that you're very loyal. This person, from the looks of it, doesn't necessarily have anything bad, I would say, to say about you and this dynamic that they share with you. Unfortunately, when we look at you and your energy, we can't really say the same. It kind of looks like, again, this person brings more bad into your life than good. It kind of looks like this person causes you to really question how serious they actually are about you in this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. So I can see how their relationship with you benefits them. I just don't see how your relationship with them benefits you if all they do is bring nothing but bad into your life. This person gets like the only high, off of like, seeing you this way. You know what I mean? Is basically what I'm getting. Like this person loves when, this person loves when you question them. This person loves when, you lose your mind over them. This person loves when you're stressing over them. Like they love all of this, Virgo. They truly do, in a very twisted, dark, evil, narcissistic way. They really do love when you're stressing over them. They love when, they see you, worried to death, about them and what they could possibly be doing right now. And, they love when you, question the hell out of them and argue with them and where were you and who are you with, and they love that. It's the only ego stroke for this one over here. How does this person feel about this relationship? So we do have the Knight of Swords, we do have the Five of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Something's drastically changing on your end because they're showing up this way. This to me feels like an energy of them essentially feeling like they're losing their grip on you, Virgo. I am definitely getting that. It's kind of causing this person to kind of freak out / panic a little bit. I am definitely getting that. So something's happening on your end. There's a huge possibility that you go from fighting to keep this person in your life to not fighting at all, causing them to feel like they're losing their grip on you, causing them to essentially feel like they're no longer in control. It's like the tables are turning. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what's going on. How does Virgo feel? Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. You got the Knight of Cups, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. I really want to look at the Knight of Cups because this Knight of Cups energy doesn't feel like your energy, and it doesn't feel like your person's energy either. This feels like somebody else's energy. Yeah, this feels like a person, though. Whoever this person is, though, Virgo, it's somebody who's definitely going to open your eyes and get you to essentially realize that this person that you're currently, either married to, in a relationship with, just simply doesn't value or appreciate you. I am definitely getting that. But here's one thing that I will say. Whoever this person is that's trying to get you to open your eyes, to get you to see like, yo, this person doesn't value you, they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you. It's somebody who has romantic feelings for you, Virgo. So this could just be somebody that you're friends with, for perfect example. That's definitely a possibility because whoever this person is, you feel comfortable enough to be open and honest and transparent with this person, vice versa. So that's kind of telling me that you guys do have a very close relationship, to one another. But yeah, let's look at this person, shall we? Let's bring this back. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups energy. Okay, got the Seven of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Now we got the Chariot. Oh, that's pretty impressive. The person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor. Okay. Okay. This person might be slightly older than you. If they're not slightly older than you, this person might just have more life experience than you do. I mean, that's a possibility. But yeah, whoever this person is that's trying to get you to open your eyes and, realize that you're dealing with somebody who doesn't deserve you. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't value you or appreciate you. Like I said, it's somebody who has romantic feelings for you, Virgo. This is somebody who sees your value. This is somebody who sees your worth. This is not that type of person that's going to sit up here and put you through, hell and back or anything like that. Like, they're quite the opposite of this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. And believe it or not, Virgo, I feel like you're either connecting with a King of Wands like energy or a King of Swords like energy, but there's no way in hell that you're connecting with a King of Pentacles like energy. There's just no way that you are. There's no way. that you are. I think that the only reason why they're showing up as a King of Pentacles like energy is because you make them feel like they're a King of Pentacles. You make them feel, like they're the hottest thing that ever hit God's green earth. I mean, you make this person feel more important than they actually are. You make this person feel seen, desired, wanted. But I feel like the only reason why they feel this way is because of the way that you are with them. Other than that, if you weren't the way that you were with this person, I don't necessarily feel like this person would feel like they're a King of Pentacles like energy. You know what I mean? It's basically what I'm getting. But yeah. I would like to look at this person, this new human, a little bit more. But if it's one thing that I will say, I mean, even though this person, yes, technically speaking, does have, yes, romantic, feelings for you, I think that their main goal and mission right now, when it comes down to you, is to get you to see your value and your worth, and get you to see that you're settling for somebody who doesn't necessarily deserve you or appreciate you or even value you. I think that this person is going to point out all of the qualities that you essentially have on top of that. And this is like their way of trying to get you to see your value, to see your worth. Queen of Wands is somebody who's very, very attractive. Okay. Very, very attractive. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very big on commitment as well as loyalty. Queen of Cups, I mean, that just basically represents, somebody who has a really, really big heart, somebody who's loving, somebody who's nurturing. Queen of Swords is somebody who's very, very intelligent. You know what I mean? It's also somebody who's known for being extremely, wise and mature for their age. You have all of the queens out here, Virgo. You got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. So typically when we see all the queens come out for a person, that basically makes that person an empress, because an empress is all of the queens in one, and we got 4 queens in tarot, and you got all of the 4 queens. So, I mean, Virgo, I mean, I think it's safe to say, you know what I mean? That, you're the total package, and you're settling for somebody, unfortunately, who, doesn't really value or appreciate you. I really do agree with this person, whoever this person may be to you, which to me, this feels more so like a friend of yours, you know what I mean? This could represent somebody new, for example, that you might, find yourself developing a close, friendship with, because I'm getting specifically friendship. I'm not getting, you crossing any sort of inappropriate lines with this person or anything like that, but I am definitely getting this is somebody that you're going to develop a very close relationship with, whether this is somebody who has been in your life, or somebody who's about to walk into your life and develop a very close friendship / relationship. Scratch the relationship part. I think that it'll eventually get to that point if you're no longer with this individual, because you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're big on commitment and loyalty, so you're not going to ever find yourself crossing any sort of inappropriate lines with this person due to your current situation. Like, if I ever got to that point where this person tried to make a move on you, you're going to be the type of person that's going to try to stop this person and not allow this person to even, do that with you. But that's just because you are the way that you are. You're big on commitment, you're big on loyalty. But yeah, I mean, you and this person, technically speaking, would make a really good fit, because the person that sits in the chariot is the Emperor. You have all of the queens out here making you an Empress. So, I mean, yes, technically speaking, you guys would make a really, really good pair, a really, really good fit. Yes, I am definitely getting that. But anyways, the reason why this person's falling into this energy, Virgo, is because you got somebody whispering in your ears. Moral of the story. You got somebody who's whispering in your ears, reminding you of your value, your worth, what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And I think that the more this person whispers in your ears, the more you start to drastically change within this dynamic that you share with this person. So for example, you may go from fighting to keep this relationship between the two of you intact to not giving a shit no more. You know what I mean? The things that you used to do in this relationship, you're not going to find yourself doing anymore, Virgo, is basically what I'm getting. I think that this relationship and this person has caused you to forget about who you really are. And that tends to happen because when you surround yourself with people who forget, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that classic saying, when you surround yourself with people who act like you aren't who you are, you're going to start to eventually forget who you are. So if this person's walking around treating you however the hell, you know what I mean, and not really valuing you or appreciating you, you're going to start to, feel like you're not worthy. You're going to start to feel, the way that you feel now within your relationship with this person. So, I mean, it makes total sense. But once you start to drastically change, Virgo, and you stop, questioning this person, where were you at, and who were you with, and where are you going, and doing all of these things, you know what I mean, naturally this person is going to start to essentially feel like you're losing interest in them, and it's going to cause this person to freak out, because you have to understand that this person, they strive off of, this energy, you know what I mean, that you give them. They feed off of this energy that you give them. So this whole you questioning them, where were you at, who were you with, who are you texting, where you going, like, you make this person feel really good when you do that. You stroke this person's ego like no other, dude. And when all of that comes to an end, they're gonna start to, find themselves falling back into this energy of how they really, really feel about themselves before you came along, which is an energy of feeling like they're not good enough, an energy of them essentially feeling like they're inadequate. It's an energy of feeling insecure. Prior to this person meeting you, they felt less than. Prior to this person meeting you, they felt inadequate. Prior to this person meeting you, they felt extremely insecure within themselves. And the moment that they met you, all that shit went out the window, because here you are stroking their ego, left and right, causing this person to feel far more important than they actually are, Virgo. But when all of that stops, you know what I mean, they're going to fall back into this energy of feeling the exact same way they felt about themselves before you came along. Because once you stop stroking their ego, they have no choice but to fall back into this energy of feeling insecure, feeling less than, feeling like it's only a matter of time before somebody 10 times better comes along and takes you away from them, because that's how they were feeling, you know what I mean, when they initially met you. This person has this, this person, when they met you, it looks like they had this fear of somebody better coming along and taking you away from them. But the moment that you started behaving this way with them, where you going, who you with, and where you texting right now, it causes this person to feel like, shit, I ain't got to worry about Virgo ever leaving me. I mean, look how they are with me. They're crazy about me. You know what I mean? But when all that stops, and you stop doing that, they're going to fall into this energy of, I feel insecure. I feel less than. What if somebody comes along and takes Virgo away from me? And, things of that nature, because you're not stroking this human's ego anymore. Okay, let's keep going. We got the Ten of Swords. We got the Two of Cups. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Before I open my mouth and say anything, I do want to look at the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yep. I don't know who this person is that you find yourself chit-chatting with. I don't know who this person is that's whispering in your ears, but I'm gonna be honest, I like them. I mean, this person comes off to me as somebody who's, keeping it real with you and telling you, like, straight up, like, yo, this person over here, they're not for you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, in a way, I really do like it, because I rather you realize you're dealing with somebody who's not for you than to continue to remain with someone who's not for you, because that time that you're investing into this human being, you can't get that back. You can get a lot of things back in this life, but time, that's one thing that you cannot get back. It's the most valuable thing you could ever give a person. It's the one thing you can never get back. So I like the fact that this person is trying to get you to open your eyes and get you to realize, like, yo, this person's not for you. Another thing that I like about this person is that, although, yes, do they have romantic, feelings for you? Yes. I don't feel like this is the only reason why they're trying their hardest to get you to see, like, yo, this person's not for you. And it is because this person truly does care about you. Like, yes, they have feelings for you, and yes, they would love, you know what I mean, to be with you in the ways that they truly desire to be with you, but they can't because of your current situation. But I like the fact that that's not all that it's about when it comes down to this person. I like the fact that, you know, outside of them having romantic feelings for you, it has a lot to do with them actually caring about you as an individual. You know what I mean? And the fact that this person sees you suffering the way that they do within your relationship with this person, they absolutely fucking hate it because they care about you. You see what I mean? They care about you. Um, Anyways, we have the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Swords. That's what I was getting. Because it's like you're either dealing with like a King of Wands like energy or a King of Swords like energy. But anyways, Nine of Swords, King of Swords, Judgment card. And then we also have the King of Cups. I feel like this person, whoever this person is that's whispering in your ears, I feel like this person is also trying to get you to see that this person doesn't love you in the ways that you think they do. They don't love you in the ways that, you know, they think. Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting. That this person that's whispering in your ears is trying to get you to see that they don't, that this person over here doesn't love you the way that you think they do. I also feel like this person is trying to get you to see that the relationship that you share with this person, and the things that they essentially put you through, that's not love. That's not love. You know, I feel like this person is trying to show you what love truly does look like. And I think that you can definitely see that throughout, you know, the course of your, you know, friendship with this person, the difference, right, between this person that you're developing a friendship with versus this person that you're either married to in a relationship with. You can see the difference, you know, between the two of you. The way that this other person is, you know, with you is coming from a place of love. And then when it comes down to this person that you currently find yourself married to or in a relationship with, you know, it's coming from a place of ego, and it's coming from a place of pride. There's that, you know, level of maturity attached to this person as well. So that's kind of telling me that, you know, because this person, you know, isn't mature enough, they don't know how to treat you, if that makes any sense. They don't know how to treat you. But I feel like it does have a lot to do with their level of, you know, immaturity. Because this person's not mature enough, they can't love you the ways that you deserve to be loved. They can't respect you in the ways that you deserve to basically be respected. This is somebody that you're currently, you know, building a friendship with that knows how to do all these things because they're mature enough. They know how to treat you. They know how to respect you. They know how to talk to you. They know how to create a relationship as well as sustain a relationship, a healthy one at that. They know how to communicate. They know how to express themselves. You know what I mean? They know how to set their ego and their pride to the side, because once you hit King of Cups status, you know, that's somebody who has in a way mastered their own ego to the point where they could put their ego and pride to the side. You see what I mean? Because ego and pride, I think, is one of the things that really do destroy marriages as well as relationships. So you're dealing with someone, or let's just say you're developing a friendship with somebody who's already mastered their ego to the point where even if they are put in a situation where their ego gets triggered, and they want to be all prideful and shit, this is that type of person that could put that to the side and not allow it to essentially get the best of them. But when you're in a King of Wands, King of Swords like status, it's very hard for you to set aside your ego and your pride. It's very, very hard because the King of Wands / King of Swords has yet to master their own ego. So this is why they typically operate from a place of ego and pride, because they haven't mastered their own ego yet. And I'm pretty sure this person will learn how to eventually master their own ego. It's just going to take some time. But more of the story is that you got somebody here that's trying to show you what real love and true love looks like and what it feels like and what it consists of. And I think that your friendship with this person is going to get you to realize, like, damn, you know what I mean? Because this friendship between the two of you is going to cause you to see what you're currently lacking, you know what I mean? And what you also could have, you know what I mean? So then there's that. And to be honest, I feel like your friendship with this person is going to be the very thing that influences you to eventually leave this person. Yep. We have the Star. We got the Six of Wands. This person's noticing a significant change within your energy. I am definitely getting that. I think that this person does suspect that the reason why you're changing as much as you are has a lot to do with possibly another individual. I am definitely getting that strongly. And it does. And it does. And it does. It definitely does. Absolutely. Mhm. It does. We have the Six of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Even though this person does suspect that it could have a lot to do with another person in regards to why you're changing as much as you're changing, I think that because this person trusts you as much as they do, I think that they're just going to brush it off. Like, no, like Virgo would never do that to me because they're crazy about me and they can't picture nor fathom, their life without me. Again, I don't see you crossing any sort of inappropriate lines. I don't. I don't think that you're going to allow this friendship between you and this person to turn into a full-blown third-party situation or anything like that, because I don't see you allowing it to even get to that point. So in a way, are you like cheating on this person? No, not necessarily. No, I think that you will eventually develop some romantic, feelings for this person. I am definitely getting that. And when that point does come and you find yourself developing romantic emotions for this person, that might be the day that you decide to call it quits between you and this person. That's a possibility. But do I see you, getting, do I see you crossing any sort of inappropriate lines, Virgo? No, I don't. I don't see that happening at all. I just don't see that happening at all, Virgo. But yeah, I think they're going to start to suspect that there could very well be someone else, but I think that they're going to quickly snap out of that mindset because, again, they're kind of going based off of you and the way that you are with them. They perceive you as somebody who's crazy about them, somebody who would never play them, somebody who would never deceive them. So yeah, with that being said, I think that it's going to cause this person to drop the whole, well, maybe there's someone else. I think that's going to cause them to kind of like drop all of that because they're going based off of you and, the way that you are basically with them. Is basically what I'm gathering. But the more you change within your relationship with this person, the more I think that it's going to be very hard for them to like shake this like overwhelming feeling of maybe there's someone else. I do see them dismissing it. Like I do see it crossing their mind, but I see them instantly dismissing it. Like, nah, they would never because they're crazy about me, blah, blah, blah. But I think that the more you start to change, the more they're going to start to find it remotely impossible to shake this overwhelming feeling that, yeah, there could be somebody else. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys here next.